Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mr. Kenwood here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful asynchronous week. And welcome to day 2 of our asynchronous week. And here are the directions for today. So make sure that you are following along with the video. This video is posted in Google Classroom, that you're completing the problem sets, and that's partner practice question number 1 to 3. You're completing your exit ticket. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me, send me an email. So just want to make sure that you guys are actually following along with the video. So there's a secret code that you need to enter. Shouldn't take you more than 30 seconds to enter the secret code. And the secret code is 178212. That's the secret code. And then from there, you're going to proceed to our lesson. So here is a resource, a guide of how to solve equations. So use this as you're working on the equations in this lesson. So here we have 2 students' work, and one of these students' work is incorrect and one is correct. I want you to identify which student's work is correct. And if you need to magnify the student's work, you could actually just pop it out right there. And here we're looking at student A and student B. So which one of these student work is correct? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to figure that out. Take a look at that. So please pause the video and trying to figure out which student work is correct. Hopefully you'd have realized that student B work is correct and student A work is incorrect, because if we go back here, the mistake that student A made was that they did inverse operation, right? But what they did, they make the mistake of actually changing the half into a positive number. So here, inverse operation always pertain just to the operation itself. So for you to actually correctly eliminate the constant here, you should have done subtraction. Subtraction is the opposite of addition, and you're subtracting negative a half from both sides. Mistake here was that they subtract, right? But they change the sign of the half, negative a half, to a positive. When you have done that, all you need to do was to do inverse operation to solve for the B. So I want you to stand the key point and stand the key point, set a timer for 2 minutes. And then for 2 minutes, I want you to answer this question right here. What are some of the steps you notice that student scholar B took that makes scholar B work more accurate? Set your timer and answer that question. So hopefully you have set your timer for 2 minutes and 2 minutes have passed, and you answer the question about stamping the key point. And here is the key point. Key point: equation with rational numbers are solved the same way as equations with integers. Basically, inverse operation is the main strategy that we use to solve equations, whether they have to do with integers or rational numbers. And remember, rational numbers are any numbers that can be expressed as a fraction. As you're working on the questions, it's important that you're following this checklist, and you want to make sure that you're using inverse operation on both sides of the equation, that your solution is in the form of x equal a number, and then you're doing substitution to actually check if your answer is correct. So if you remember with student B actually did a check to verify that their answer of 24.16667 was correct by substituting that in the original equation. When they did, they got 14. So the answer make the equation true. So this is correct. So make sure that you're following all these steps as you answer the questions. Here are the questions. Partner practice question number 1, right? Solve the equations for the variable and check the solution. Partner practice question number 2, solve for X, show all of your work in the sketch feature and make sure that you're following these steps. Partner practice question number 3, solving for the value of X, showing all of your work in the sketch feature. And once again, make sure that you're following all these steps as you answer the question. And here is the exit ticket. There are 2 questions in the exit ticket. Please make sure that you answer both questions in the exit ticket and you're following the criteria for top quality work. If as you're working and you're not sure how to solve a question, you could always use this slide as a guide, right? Talk about like the steps that you should follow. So like with equation, everything has to be equal, right? So whatever you do on one side, be sure to do it on the other side. Always work on the side with the variable. Do the opposite of the constant. So that basically means that we're eliminating the constant by doing inverse operation. Do the opposite of the coefficient, right? Once again, inverse operation. So if the coefficient is being multiplied, we need to divide to actually solve for the coefficient. And here are some examples of that. And here are also some definitions of what a variable is, what a constant is, what a coefficient is, what do we mean by reciprocal. All right. So scholars, please complete this assignment, and you have to complete this assignment by today and submit it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me by sending me an email or sending me a text. Hope you guys are having a great day and see you guys very soon.